okay. Well, good morning. I'm sitting in Oban waiting to get the ferry on our way to Iona. So just be a little bored just in a minute actually, but big difference this morning is when they allowed out the car, which is unusual. They usually fairly adamant you have to get out your car, but I suppose with the COVID restrictions you have to bide put. So this is going to be a bit dull, a bit lacking in scenery this time, but anyway, we're on our way, and maybe get some scenery on Mull. It's going to be a beautiful day, so I think it's highly likely. I'm just getting ready to get on the ferry to go to Iona, finish up all my bits and pieces for the Spirituality of Place project. I'm doing with John Lowry Morrison and Francie Devine, facilitated by the Reverend Ken Mackenzie for Crathie Kirk. So we're getting there now. I've managed to strike it very lucky with the weather, so hopefully be a good couple of days. But I've got about 40 minutes for a ferry, so we'll be there shortly. That's for our meeting, just right. Well, I am now on the ferry to Iona. What you see is very much art in a time of COVID, because I've got to wear my mask on the inside here, but it should just be a 10-minute crossing or so, and then we'll be on to Iona, the Holy Island. A tune did come to mind, an air called Iona that I wrote. And I'm not going to get my fiddle out because it'll take too much attention, but it goes a bit like this. Something like that. Stop while exploring Iona here this weekend. Lovely weather, but behind me, and you can see Iona Abbey in the background, is the Ridge of the Kings. So legend says that there's 48 high kings of Scotland buried there, along with various clan chiefs and Irish. There's a few Irish kings and even Norwegian kings, so it's quite an important place. The only trouble is the Naken Fa is buried far, so it's a wee bit a shame, but anyway, there are in there, if legend be believed. So there you go, the Ridge of the Kings, which is a title for one of the tunes I wrote, a Pibroch. Actually I cut it the Tomb of the Kings, but this is the spot right here. That's the Religorian here, which are umpteen clan chiefs are buried in this cemetery here, and that wee building is for the Lords of the Isles were buried, or certainly some of them. This is St Oran's Chapel, which is actually the oldest building on the site here, said to have been founded by St Margaret, Queen Margaret, Malcolm Canmore's queen. Malcolm was the one that killed Macbeth in 1057, not him personally, but during that campaign. But this is the oldest place, and last resting place of some of the Lords of the Isles. I feel like you've got to whisper when you're in here. Anyway, Watchman's Cup. We're up the north end of Iona. I'll let you check, see what that end is, but the next thing that's Stuffer. You can just put that Hoop Cave, Hoop's Cave, Fingal's Cave in there. Amazing spot. Across the mull. Dramatic scenery here. Quite a bird over there. There we go. Hear me, it's a wee bit blustery, but that's me in the summit of Dunedee. Dunedee is the highest point in Iona. It's not a big hill, but it's high enough in Iona. It's in a steep little climb, so we'll swing around. Stuff is in the distance over there. Somewhere over there. It's across the Rossa Mull on the mainland. You can see the down there. North where I'll be going. Just about to see the Mark Air down there. Spouting Cave is just beyond, and then I'll be going to Port Macurra in the morning. Or I might go the night, who knows. Anyway, you can see right up the sky up there on a fine day. Staff is over there, and then there's a hill called Watchman's Cup. Just about to see it in the background there. It's fine and breezy. That'll be in a minute because you have to book in, and they weren't very flexible. I think we might be getting in to do something tomorrow night. But anyway, behind me is the Abbey, famous place. And they're the original building that Columba constructed, but the mound right behind me, just over my ear, is actually where Columba had his scriptorium. It's more than likely it probably did happen here, but the Book of Kells was actually illuminated on Iona. It was taken to Kells in Ireland to protect the getting pillaged by the Vikings, so that's why it's there. And they do mention that it may have been, but I think there's no doubt it was. But anyway, that's for Columba had his scriptorium. So anyway, just a lovely day. And by it was the nunnery on Iona, because the monks and the nuns didn't mix. They did the red bits. So anyway, well, this beautiful beach on Iona is actually called Martyr's Bay, and this was for the Vikings landed during their first raid on Iona in the 700s. So that's like 1300 years ago. And I think they probably got the monks to carry on the gold crosses and cups and jewels and stuff down to the ships, and then they'd slaughter them here after they'd done all the backbreaking work. Probably teach some of them as slaves to sell for the back, because they're quite valuable, and the Vikings were quite big slavers. So anyway, difficult to believe that between 30 and 40 monks were murdered on this beach actually. It's such a tranquil, beautiful place, but yep. That's for Hobbit. This is the Tomb of the Kings at the Tomb of the Kings on Iona. This, I think, is the Iain Moor, which I think is how you pronounce it, but it's the fairy mound, famous site on Iona. A lot of folklore about it. So yeah, I think that's it. I might pop up later on, but if you want to ken about it, you'll have to Google it. But it's a famous place in Iona. That's me at the western side of Iona now, and just behind me is what's known as the Macher, which is found up the western side of lots of Hebridean islands. Well kent for a blaze of flower growth about this time of the year. As I'm finding here, lots of little flurries all over the place, so it's lovely. The wide North Atlantic. Out there is nothing except North America. Well, just over there is what's known as the Spouting Cave. There we go. The water comes in and scoots at the top. It's a bit too difficult to get around to, mind you, so you'll have to take my word for it. That's it there. This is a Waltzkad Nemacher at the Macher. Whoops! It's very nearly tight as with the side there. This is Port Nacurra. This is the beach on which St. Columba landed for the first time. And well, been a bit of effort going into this, may as well walk it. is the famous Iona Abbey. Original church founded by St Columba in 563, I think it was. The only thing that really remains is this mound here, which is, it was there obviously before, but that's where Columba had his scriptorium, and work was done on what would be famously known as the Book of Kells, but it was made here in Iona. So anyway, that's it. Beautiful place. This is St Martin's Cross. St John's Cross at the back. Both in their original positions. I think this cross came from Iona and spread to Scotland, obviously. This is for a zero style. Very familiar. This is where it came from, which is very interesting. This is Stradnamar, the Street of the Dead, and this is actually the ceremonial procession route for High Kings of Scotland carried to their final resting place, and the original kings just up there at St Lawrence Chapel. And the age of Scottish High Kings, there were 2 Irish kings here, also I think there's maybe 3 Norwegians, but quite apart from that, there's a lot of kind of very important clan chiefs for the Hebrides and the Western Isles are buried in here, notably the famous Lords of the Isles. So this is the Street of the Dead. This wee chapel is for St Columba's remains were interred originally. I'm not sure that he might not still be here, but it's thought they were moved somewhere else. Anyway, special place.
Finally, we request you use the luggage racks where provided and do not otherwise leave your luggage unattended. Our crew are primarily here for your safety, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you for your attention, and on behalf of
great holidays again. Look forward to the next time. We'll be playing in the Abbey. Watch the project. See you. This is the summit of Donad, the Kings and Scots, about the year 500 AD, at the centre of their kingdom in Argyll. Spanned the Irish Sea as well, because they had family in Antrim in Northern Ireland. It was a